God, it's such a beautiful day. Nice, cool, crisp weather outside. Meanwhile, all my friends up north are getting pounded by, what is it, winter storm or whatever, Juno, something or another. Whatever the fuck you call that thing. Blizzard Juno? I don't know. What the hell? Who knows? Meanwhile, it's in like the low 70s here. Not a cloud in the sky. And as much as I want to go back to New York and move back up there, days like this are glorious. I just noticed this chick has her dress stuck in the door and it's just like hanging out. Well done. Well done, woman. Gotta make my way to the bank. Put some of these monies in the bank. I hate going to the bank. I always end up having cash on me and I gotta go deposit it. But it always seems like such a freaking out of my way hassle. Foos. Yeah, Foos Designs spray painted on the back of your truck. What a piece of shit. Oh, son, why you blind me so bad? Oh, there we go. Get into the shade. Oh, fuck. Never mind. Thought I had shade for a split second. I was wrong. So I had an interesting conversation with a coworker last night, and it spawned from a knife that I carry on me at all times. And they had asked me, like, why the hell do you carry a knife? And my simple response to that was, why the hell wouldn't I carry a knife? America. But the honest truth is, I mean, I carry a knife because it just really comes in handy. You'd be surprised how often having a knife on you to cut stuff, it's really convenient. I use it all the time. And the other side of carrying the knife around is, you know, in case for whatever reason, nice turning signal, guy. Thanks. In case I ever need to defend myself with more than my fists, then at least I have something on me to deter some thief or whomever. And then it came up to the question was, well, why don't you just get a gun? And I was like, you know, I've thought about it, but I'm not entirely certain how I feel about having a gun. You know, yes, it's much more defensive, I guess. In the event that, you know, maybe somebody were to try and bike jack me, which I have heard horror stories of, and I know a lot of bikers do have their concealed weapons permit, and they carry their gun on them all the time in case of events like that. So now the person I was talking to about this is like an avid gun enthusiast, and this person collects guns and just has like a freaking arsenal at his house. And when he started asking me, like, you know, why don't you just get a gun and everything, and I was like, well, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. While I do agree that guns are protective and, you know, they do serve a purpose, I mean, at the same time, I mean, I don't know, it's dangerous, I guess. And then we got into talking about, like, gun control and, you know, our thoughts on gun control. And my whole stance behind it, I mean, with all these, you know, shootings and killings and everything, and granted, I know these people had all kinds of psychological issues that may or may not have been present at the time of the purchase of said gun. You know, those issues can develop after you buy the gun, so you pass, you know, the waiting period and the inspection or whatever the fuck. But I do think there should be something a little bit more strict as far as who they let buy guns. You know, maybe some sort of a psychological screening. I guess it would kind of make me feel safer knowing that the people that do own guns aren't, you know, don't have homicidal tendencies. And then the question comes up of, you know, how much is too much? Like, as far as guns go, you know, do you really need that assault rifle in your closet? I mean, do you really need 7 of them? Does that submachine gun really... Is that what you need to feel secure in your house? I mean, no. But I get it. Some people are just enthusiasts and they just like the look of the aesthetics of the gun and they want to collect them and whatever the case may be. And I get that. I guess it's like when you're a kid and you collect comic books You don't always read the comic book every day, but it's nice to know that it's there, part of your collection, and you have it. So, yeah, I understand that. But at the same time, it kind of seems pointless to some extent. I mean, you have 80 guns in your house. There's only one of you to shoot the guns. So if you were to have a break-in into your house, I mean, what, do you have all 80 guns staggered around your house, like in different locations? So in case he breaks in the bathroom, you have your AR-15 in there? No, I mean, you usually keep them all in one spot. So, you know, to have that number of guns is a bit, I don't know, pointless to me. I don't know. And I completely support your right to bear arms. You know, I completely support your freedoms and everything. But I don't. I just it's a really weird conversation. I mean, and all this stemmed from me carrying a knife on me. And one of the other things he was bitching about was like all the different taxes and whatnot that have been enforced on guns and things like you know, the higher prices of ammunition, so on and so forth. And I get that. I mean, you don't need to freaking be some sort of doomsday conspiracy theory type of person where you have hordes of ammunition stuck in your basement somewhere. Yes, the zombie apocalypse might happen, and in which case I'll be, you know, biting my tongue at that point. But if it doesn't happen, it's still freaking pointless. You know, you look at countries overseas and whatnot where guns are banned and you're not allowed to have guns in your home, or have concealed weapons or anything like that. And the crime rate as far as murders with guns is significantly less. So yeah, I mean, the statistics the statistics speak for themselves. But I don't think, at the same time, I don't think having guns be legal necessarily means that suddenly now everyone's just going to go out and kill one another. No. But do I think that there should be some sort of a better screening process for these gun purchases? Yeah, of course. I think you should have to go through some sort of a psychological evaluation. And they need to determine where your head's at. Now, granted, you know, things change. Maybe you're perfectly sane at one moment and you buy a gun because you want to protect your house, and then you find out your wife is cheating on you and you fucking lose your mind and you kill the guy that she's cheating on you with, and then you kill your wife. I don't know. Just throwing a scenario out there. Don't go do that. But just, you know, throwing like one of the typical situations as far as when people lose their fucking mind. And yeah, so, I mean, you were sane when you bought it, you lost your mind later on down the road, and you ended up killing someone. So that can't be avoided. Well, the only way that could be avoided is if we ban guns altogether, but, you know, then that takes away our rights. But if they can do psychological evaluations for police officers when they get hired to determine whether or not they're capable of performing their job within the realm of reason, and that they're capable of carrying an armed weapon, then why don't they do that for oh, Jesus, come on. Then why can't they do that for, you know, civilians? I get that he has to uphold the law, but you're still giving a loaded weapon to normal people. So let them also have to go through that evaluation to determine whether they're fit to carry one or not. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about gun control and your rights to bear arms, and, you know, maybe if you live in another country, you know, give me your thoughts on the United States and their gun control laws. And oh shit, that's closed. That's a closed fucking road, isn't it? So yeah, maybe you live in another country and you have a different input into that. I'd love to hear it. But I guess that's it for me ranting today. I'll catch you guys on the next video.